Picture a warm, golden banana muffin fresh from the oven, sweet and satisfying without a single grain of sugar. Sounds like a dream for clean eaters, right? What if you could bake delicious, guilt-free treats using just whole, natural ingredients? Today, I'm sharing the clean eating, sugar-free recipes for banana bread and muffins that are perfect for breakfast, snacks, or dessert. From mixing to baking, I'll guide you through every step to create wholesome goodies that nourish your body and delight your taste buds. Welcome to Healthy Start, your hub for making healthy living tasty and simple. Let's preheat the oven and get baking. Clean eating is all about embracing whole, unprocessed foods, and these recipes fit the bill perfectly. No refined sugar, no white flour, just ripe bananas, hearty oats, and a few pantry staples that pack nutrition and flavor. These baked goods are ideal for anyone craving sweets without derailing their healthy goals. Whether you're feeling a busy morning or satisfying an afternoon sweet tooth, banana bread and muffins deliver natural sweetness, fiber, and energy. Plus, they're easy to make, budget-friendly, and customizable. We'll dive into both the recipes, share tips for perfect texture, and explore ways to jazz them up. Let's start with the banana bread, a moist, sliceable loaf that's pure comfort. This banana bread is like a hug and baked form, soft, naturally sweet, and fragrant with cinnamon. You'll need 3 ripe bananas, the spottier, the sweeter, 1½ cups of rolled oats, 2 eggs, a 1/4 cup of almond milk, a 1/4 cup of almond butter, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and a pinch of salt. First, preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and line a 9 by 5 inch loaf pan with parchment paper. In a blender, pulse the oats until they form a coarse flour about 30 seconds. In a large bowl, mash the bananas until smooth, then whisk in the eggs, almond milk, almond butter, and vanilla. Stir in the oat flour, baking powder, cinnamon, and salt until just combined. Pour the batter into the pan and bake for 40 to 45 minutes until a toothpick comes out clean. Let it cool for 10 minutes before slicing. This loaf yields 10 slices, each about 150 calories, with 5 grams of protein and 3 grams of fiber. The bananas provide potassium, while oats add heart-healthy fiber. It's perfect for breakfast with a smear of nut butter or a snack on the go. Now let's switch to the banana muffins, bite-sized bursts of goodness that are great for meal prep. You'll need to ripe bananas, 1 cup of rolled oats, 1 egg, a 1/4 cup of Greek yogurt, 2 tablespoons of almond milk, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and a pinch of salt. Preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit and line a muffin tin with 6 paper liners. Blend the oats into a flour-like consistency. In a bowl, mash the bananas, then mix in the egg, Greek yogurt, almond milk, peanut butter, and vanilla. Fold in the oat flour, baking powder, cinnamon, and salt. Divide the batter among the 6 muffin cups and bake for 20 to 25 minutes until the tops are golden and a toothpick comes out clean. Cool for 5 minutes before enjoying. These 6 muffins are about 120 calories each, with 4 grams of protein and 2 grams of fiber. The Greek yogurt adds a protein boost, making them a solid post-workout snack. Why are these recipes so awesome? They're clean eating at its best, no sugar, no processed flour, just whole ingredients that fuel your body. Bananas act as a natural sweetener, so you skip the syrup or honey while still getting that crave-worthy taste. Oats provide slow-release carbs for steady energy, and nut butters add healthy fats for satiety. Both recipes are gluten-free. Use certified gluten-free oats if needed and can be made dairy-free with plant-based milk. They're also kid-friendly and perfect for sharing or keeping all to yourself. The bread's dense, moist texture is ideal for slicing, while the muffin's portability makes them a grab-and-go win. Let's talk equipment, because you don't need a fancy kitchen to nail these. A blender or food processor turns oats into flour, but a coffee grinder works in a pinch. A mixing bowl, whisk, and standard loaf pan or muffin tin are all you need. parchment paper or liners prevent sticking, and a cooling rack helps avoid soggy bottoms. The recipes take about 15 minutes to prep, with baking time as your cue to relax or sip some coffee. Cleanup is quick. Rinse your blender and bowl right away to avoid stuck-on batter. Customization is where these recipes shine. For the bread, toss in a quarter cup of chopped walnuts or dark chocolate chips, 85% cocoa for clean eating for crunch. Swap almond butter for cashew or sunflower seed butter if you're nut sensitive. Add a half teaspoon of nutmeg for extra warmth. For the muffins, mix in a quarter cup of blueberries or raisins for a fruity pop, or sprinkle pumpkin seeds on top before baking. If you want a protein boost, add a scoop of unflavored protein powder to either batter, adjusting with an extra splash of milk to keep it smooth. Taste the batter before baking. It should be slightly sweet from the bananas, and adjust spices to your liking. What about those overripe bananas you've got sitting on the counter? They're perfect here, as their natural sugars intensify with ripeness. If you're out of fresh bananas, frozen ones work thaw and drain excess liquid first. Store extra bananas in the freezer for future batches. For budget shoppers, these recipes are a steal. A pound of oats costs $1, bananas are 50 cents per pound, and eggs are $3 a dozen. Each recipe costs about $3 to $4 total, or 30 cents 60 cents per serving, compared to $2 for a store-bought healthy muffin. Buy oats and nut butter in bulk, and check discount stores for deals on spices. Don't toss the leftover oat pulp. If you overblend, just mix it into smoothies or yogurt for extra fiber. If your bread or muffins turn out dense, check your baking powder. It should be fresh for proper rise. For storage, keep the bread wrapped in the fridge for up to 5 days or freeze slices for a month. Muffins stay fresh in an airtight container for 3 days or freeze for up to 3 months. Reheat in a toaster oven for that fresh baked vibe. Let's address some baking pitfalls. First, don't overmix the batter. Stir just until combined to avoid a tough texture. Second, measure oats before blending, as oat flour compacts easily. Third, don't skip the cooling step. Cutting the bread too soon can make it gummy. If your muffins are dry, add an extra tablespoon of yogurt next time. Test doneness with a toothpick to avoid underbaking, especially since ovens vary. For busy folks, these recipes are meal prep heroes. Bake a loaf or batch of muffins on Sunday, and you've got breakfast or snacks for the week. Pair a muffin with a hard-boiled egg for a 200-calorie breakfast, or slice the bread with avocado for a 300-calorie lunch side. They're portable, so toss one in your bag for post-gym fuel or a steady session. If you're new to clean baking, start with the muffins. They're forgiving and quick. Once you're hooked, try the bread for a cozier project. One thing I love about these recipes is how they prove clean eating can be indulgent. Picture biting into a warm muffin, the banana sweetness mingling with cinnamon's cozy spice, or slicing into a loaf that fills your kitchen with a heavenly aroma. It's comfort food that loves you back, nourishing, wholesome, and free of processed junk. These treats make healthy eating feel like a celebration, not a sacrifice. To make these your own, play with flavors. Try a tropical twist with coconut flakes in the muffins, or a chai vibe with cardamom in the bread. Serve with fresh fruit for a dessert-like treat, or crumble a muffin over Greek yogurt for a parfait. The possibilities are endless, and that's what makes clean baking so fun. If you're watching calories, stick to one muffin or a thin slice of bread per serving to keep portions in check. There you have it, to sugar-free, clean eating recipes for banana oat bread and muffins that'll satisfy your cravings and keep you on track. With simple ingredients and bold flavors, they're proof that healthy can be delicious and affordable. If you love these recipes, don't forget to subscribe to Healthy Start and hit that notification bell for more wholesome ideas. Drop a comment below with your favorite clean eating treat or a twist you'd add to these recipes. I can't wait to hear it. Until next time, keep eating clean and keep baking happy. Zaire de fact.